So here we are in the Cathay Pacific Business Class Lounge at Beijing's capital airport, and today we're flying to Manila via Hong Kong, and it's somebody's birthday today as well.
Yeah, happy birthday to me.
So it's Arden's birthday today, so a nice extra special treat for him as well. So yeah, we're flying in Cathay Pacific Business Class all the way down to Manila. 2 flights. The first flight's going to be on board an Airbus A330-300, which should have the herringbone business class lie flat seat, and then we transfer onto a 777-300 in Hong Kong, which should have the older style regional business class seat. So 2 different kinds of seats, business class service all the way. Let's go. So here we are on board, as expected. It's an Airbus A330-300, and we've got the herringbone business class seat.
It's really comfortable, loads of room for me, so I'm happy.
We just had pre-departure drinks, which was just a choice of apple juice or orange juice, so no champagne just yet.
No, but it's a morning flight, so I mean it's only 9:50 AM, so.
But you know, it is somebody's birthday. We need champagne.
We want champagne, but we'll get some, don't we? Champagne will come later.
So yeah, so we're just settling in. I think we're on time. Where's my phone?
Well, it's 9:50, isn't it? So
yeah.
We were leaving about 9 minutes, push back.
Yeah.
Gonna take.
So we're expected to leave on time. Should be arriving into Hong Kong in about 3.5 hours.
23 degrees as well. So
yeah,
nice.
Quite warm in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
下机时，请带起你所有手提行李下机。现在您可以使用备有通话功能的电子用品了。转达国泰及国泰港龙航班的旅客，为了避免您的旅行计划受到干扰，请预留时间接受安全检查，并于飞机起飞前至少30分钟到达登机闸门。您可以在个人电视系统内或到达后向地勤工作人员。
And here we are in one of several Cathay Pacific lounges here in Hong Kong. This one's called the Pier. We actually did a review of the Wing lounge a few years ago, and you can view that on our YouTube account, so why not take a look. But yeah, the Cathay Pacific lounges are really nice.
It's massive, isn't it? This one's really big. I think it's the biggest one in the airport actually, from a Cathay Pacific perspective. I mean, it just goes on for ages.
I think the Wing one is bigger.
Oh, do you? Oh, okay.
Anyway,
we'll compare. We'll get a measuring stick out later and we'll measure.
So we just arrived from Beijing, and it's a really nice flight. The seat was really good. For a 3-hour flight, the seat was amazing. You never get anything like, or very rarely get anything like that in Europe. So it's a really comfortable seat. It's a lie flat herringbone seat as well. The service from the crew was really nice, wasn't it?
It was really friendly, and
really attentive.
Yeah, and it makes all the difference when you're on a flight like that. It does. You know, the crew are really nice and friendly. It enhances the experience so much.
And they addressed you by name. I think the only downside, or the only criticism we've got, is that we took off out of Beijing at around 10:30 local time, so 10:30 a.m. in the morning, and they still served breakfast, which I thought was a little bit too late for breakfast. So by that time I was hoping for maybe lunch.
Yeah, and I mean, and I wasn't sort of, the breakfast choices weren't to my particular liking, so you know, from that side of thing, that wasn't great for, I don't think, for me. But you know, I think did you enjoy your food?
Yeah, no, it's nice. Yeah, so I had noodles with seafood. I'm not normally a big seafood fan, but it was quite nice. So.
And I had the kind of chicken sausage with a frittata. And I wasn't. No,
you didn't like it, did you?
No, the chicken sausage was like rubber, to be honest. So no, I was happy. But the hash brown and then the tomatoes were the best bit about that meal.
We won't bore you too much about the food just at the moment. Anyway, we're only halfway through the review. We've got our champagne. We need to drink this now because we need to head to the gate for our next flight, which is to Manila. Yes. See you on board. So we're on board now, this Boeing 777-300 off to Manila, and yeah, you can instantly tell the difference in this cabin versus the A330 that we've just arrived on from Beijing. But yeah, will the service still be the same? Stay tuned. Hey everyone, so it's the day after the night before. We went straight out here in Manila last night, so we didn't have a chance to film our conclusions. And yeah, we had a really good flight with Cathay Pacific. As you saw, two different types of seat. We had the lie flat seats between Beijing and Hong Kong. Then Hong Kong, Manila, we had the angled regional business class seat. Now obviously, the lie flat seat is going to be more comfortable. I sometimes think it's a little bit of a waste on such a short flight, but there was a marked contrast between the two flights based on the seats.
Food-wise, so you know, we had breakfast on the first flight from Beijing to Hong Kong. So even though it was a later breakfast, that wasn't great in my honest opinion. I don't think you felt the same way, didn't you?
Yeah, I think it was approaching 11 a.m, which is a bit too late for breakfast. But
and then the second flight from Hong Kong to Manila was the refreshment menu, what they called it, and so I had kind of a chicken rice dish. I didn't like that either.
They call it the refreshment menu just because it's such a short flight between Hong Kong and Manila.
Yeah.
It's about 1 hour 30 minutes. But I had the fish and that was actually quite nice.
Right. So it's down to personal taste, you know. I think the service was great. The crew were friendly. It was nice. You know what I mean? So
I've always wanted to fly with Cathay Pacific. You flew with Cathay Pacific years ago.
Years and years ago. Yeah.
About 20 years ago. So it was my first experience of Cathay Pacific. And from a service point of view and from the crew, from a point of view of the crew, it was everything I expected. It was great. I had a really, really nice flight.
But one thing we really, really enjoyed was the gin and tonic and the vodka and orange, wasn't it? It was really nice. I thought they obviously sprinkled some magic Cathay Pacific fairy dust on them because they were lovely.
It was like the perfect measure.
It was just lovely. That was really nice, you know what I mean? So it was good, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. So Cathay Pacific definitely gets a thumbs up. That wasn't expected. Also, I should say that wasn't unexpected. You know, it was a great experience from start to finish. And the lounges in Hong Kong as well, I forgot to mention those, they were really, really good.
So yeah, we had a choice of 4 different lounges, you know. We ended up going into the Pier, which is the biggest one.
Yeah.
Alright.
As we mentioned earlier on in the video, the last time we were in Hong Kong, we went into the Wing, which was also equally as good, and there's actually a review of that as well. So when I have a look through all of our videos, you'll find it. It's a review of the Cathay Pacific Lounge in Hong Kong.
Cool. So that was our flight. I think we're definitely going to say we'll fly Cathay Pacific again. I would. You would as well, wouldn't you?
Definitely.
Yeah. So
we're off to Boracay now on AirAsia, so there'll be a review of that coming along in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime though, if you're watching us on YouTube, you can always subscribe to us, and what happens if they hit the bell button?
You get a notification, so when we release new videos you will be told about it, so you'll never miss anything new from us, so make sure you do that.
We're on Facebook as well.
We are, so make sure you like us on Facebook, and also we have a website, www.theglobeguys.com.
We've got a flight to catch now, so we'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.